Hello, third graders. Today we are going to be looking at some more figurative language, and we are going to be focusing on idioms. So our objectives for today are: I can describe an author's use of figurative language, and I can explain the meaning of idioms in a text. So we know that we're going to be successful when we can answer the question, what does an idiom mean? And I can get a visual in my head of the idiom I'm reading. So today we are going to look at this specific idiom or this specific figurative language down here called idioms. And it's an expression that means something different from the meaning of its individual words. So the example on the page is, I feel sick as a dog. You're not really a dog, but you are feeling sick like a dog means you're very sick. We've looked at some other ones that are similes and metaphors that compare two things. Similes compare them by using like or as. So I'm as happy as a clam, meaning you're very happy, or you must be a walking encyclopedia to know all of those facts. So you're not really a walking encyclopedia or a book, you just know a lot of facts. So remember, dictionary definitions give literal meaning, so we're going to be talking about the literal meaning, and those are the things that the words actually mean. Figurative language has a non-literal meaning, so they don't mean what the words say. That's going to be a big piece of today's lesson with idioms. Comparisons can help readers connect a new idea to something familiar. Those are your similes and metaphors. Hyperboles are an exaggeration. It's a way to show that something is a really big deal. And then idioms are those phrases that show meaning beyond the words, like, we're all in the same boat. It doesn't really mean that everyone is in a boat. It just means that everyone is in the same situation. So, what is an idiom? Idioms are sayings that have hidden meanings. These expressions don't mean exactly what the words say. For example, if someone told you to hold your horses, do they want you to actually hold your horses? No. They are telling you that they want you to be patient or hold on. So hold your horses is an idiom that we use sometimes. When we use idioms, we don't literally mean what we're saying. We are taking the word literally means something is actually true. So literally, if it's raining really hard, we would say literally, that's what's happening. Whereas if we said it is raining cats and dogs, that's not a literal thing. It's not actually happening. Okay, another example. For example, if you said you laughed your head off, your head probably didn't actually fall off, but if your head actually fell off, you would say literally laughed your head off. But for most of us, we're not going to have our heads actually falling off. We're just going to be laughing really hard. All right, so here's this idiom. I laughed my head off. Figuratively, it means you laughed really hard. Literally would mean if your head actually fell off. That test was a piece of cake. Figuratively, it means that the test was easy. You got an A+, it was easy. But the test was literally a piece of cake would mean that when you're given a test, you got a piece of cake. Wouldn't be a bad test, but not the same thing. He kicked the bucket. This one's a little bit of a sad one. If someone kicks the bucket, they die. So if someone says he kicked the bucket, that means he died. Figuratively or literally, he kicked the bucket would be if there was a bucket on the ground and he kicked it. She had butterflies in her stomach. You can't see stomach. Figuratively, it means she's nervous, but literally, she had butterflies in her stomach. Not really going to happen. You're not going to have butterflies floating around in your stomach. So that is what it would literally mean. Figuratively, it just means she's nervous. She let the cat out of the bag. Figuratively, it just means she told a big secret. Literally, it would be if you had a cat in a little bag and the cat got out. She kept her eye on the baby, meaning she was watching the baby. She was keeping an eye on her. She seemed to make sure that the baby was safe. Babysitting. But if she literally kept an eye on her baby, it would be her eyeball popped out and she had her eyeball on the baby. Not really going to happen, but that's what the words literally mean. It's raining cats and dogs. Figuratively, that means it's raining really, really hard. Literally, it would be if you walked outside and there were cats and dogs falling out of the sky. That has never happened. I've never seen cats or dogs fall out of the sky. The party was a blast. The party was so much fun is what it means figuratively. But the party was literally a blast. The party went off on a rocket ship into outer space. Not really going to happen. The party's not going to blast off like a rocket. So your turn, and what you're going to be doing is to choose an idiom and then write it on the left side of your paper right here. And then you're going to draw what the idiom means. So you're going to tell me what it figuratively means. So if you pick it's raining cats and dogs, you're going to draw a picture of it just raining really, really hard. And then on the right side, you're going to add the word literally in your sentence. So you would say, it's literally raining cats and dogs. And then you're going to draw what the idiom means, literally means, and draw your picture of it's raining cats and dogs. So that is your first activity that you're going to be doing today. Your second activity that you're going to be doing today is taking a short test. This is so that I can see how we're doing with our lessons now that we've switched to some more structured, and I can meet with you guys and talk with you guys. And I want to see how you guys are doing with the way that I've structured our lessons. So I want to see what you got from the lessons this week. You're going to go to your HMH textbook website, and you're going to log in using your Google access, and then at the top there will be some headings. You're going to click on the assignment one, and underneath that you should see the test for Module 1, Week 2, and it probably will have something to do with have stink and the freaky frog on there as the title. As always, if you have any questions, you can send me an email. I'll see you in our math group, and I will see you in our reading group. The video that's on this page will help you to get to HMH if you forgot how to get there, and I will see you guys later.